Yo guys, what's up? Ase once again. Welcome back to another Exos Heroes video. Today we want to talk about gold farming. What are the best ways to farm gold and how to save some gold. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so one of the best ways to accumulate gold while you're not actively farming is the exploration. So as you can see here, I farmed a ton during the night and got rewarded with over 60,000 gold. That's pretty insane. Next up, we're coming to probably one of my most favorite parts of collecting gold in this game, and that is the minigame. You have all seen it when you installed the game. It's the snake type minigame that you were presented when you installed the game. So here you need to rescue your colleagues instead of making the snake fatter. You can get up to 5,000 gold, and this is accumulative, so you can play as many times as you need to in order to get the 5,000 gold. You don't need to have a perfect run. So let's just get into it. I have to say, I'm not really good at this game. Yeah, let's do this again. So you just run around here and press your up, down, left, right arrows if you are playing on an emulator, or you swipe with your finger on the touchpad, and this is how you collect these little friends of Xeon. And sometimes I just play this game for fun, even though I have already collected my gold. Yeah, as you can see, 1600 gold, and it just takes a couple of minutes and you get some rewards. Now back to business. So I mentioned this before, in the exploration mode you will also be able to gain hero tokens. You can see I have a couple here, and you could sell them from this menu. 50 will give you around 500 gold, but it's not really the best choice. So you can see these are only 1360, and that's not the best way. So what I would rather do is use them, summon them directly to your hero box, and then sell them from there. So let's go over there and do that. So here we quickly apply the filter to only look for the magical heroes, and then we will sell them. As you can see, these four give 8,000 together. That's 4 times more than we would have gotten if we would just have sold the hero tokens by themselves. Let's sell them and add 8,000 gold to our bank. Since we're already in the hero inventory, let's also sell those heroes that we don't necessarily need, especially those 1 and 2 stars. Please keep in mind that I already have a full dispatch list, and I planned out all the heroes that I need for that, so I locked them. So once I select the 1 and 2 stars, only the heroes that are fodder will be selected. Yay, another 23,000 for our bank. Let's continue. We moved on to our item inventory, and here you can see that we have a lot of gear, tons from exploration and others from the dungeons. So depending on your account level, there might also be gear that you don't need anymore. For me, that's green gear. So I will just select all the green gear and sell that. We also talked a little bit about the dispatches. So here the treasure hunt will actually gives us treasure, and once we go back to our inventory, we can sell it right away. So this amount will give around 4,000 gold. Since most of us are still pretty low level, getting the higher rewards is pretty difficult. But in the treasure hunt, you can basically use any champion that you want. They just have a cooldown for 7 days. So you need to plan a little bit more, but that will come over time. Definitely a great way to just make passive income. Let's go over some active ways to make income. And these are the Ancient Gold Mine and the Shelter of Avarice. So for both the Ancient Gold Mine and the Shelter of Avarice, you will have to use these tokens. If you're a spender, you could opt to buy the passes for them, but I'm not really sure that that's the best investment. Let's go over the Ancient Gold Mine first. As with most of the dungeons, you need to complete the campaign in order to get access to the highest levels. So I have already done that, so I'm allowed to go to the special. You can see the rewards are pretty nuts. Unfortunately, I don't have the right heroes to complete the condition that the special mine has, so I'm stuck at Maniac. But even at Maniac, the rewards are not bad at all. And finally, the last way of making active gold is the Shelter of Avarice. This is extremely hard, and I'm stuck at very hard for the moment. Today I will try to clean out Extreme, but I don't know if I can make it. I died so quickly on very hard. Anyway, the rewards are pretty good and you should do it as high as you can. So those were some ways to make gold in this game. However, in the beginning I also mentioned about saving gold. Now I want to tell you how to save gold. During your progression through the game, you will gain a ton of heroes and you might be inclined to level them up, enhance them, transcend them. In most cases, you will not use those for very long. They are just stepping stones because you might pull something. Investing in those early on can actually set you a little bit back because you don't have the gold to work on your better heroes. Before you think about enhancing or transcending somebody, just level them up, see how they perform, and maybe along the way you pull something really useful that you can then enhance, transcend, and bless. Number 2 is sell your gear. Don't upgrade your gear very early on. It might just seem like little amounts, but over time they can add up to a ton. Most of the green gear you will not use for very long because once you are in chapter 10, you will have access to the blue gear and the purple gear. And those are the ones you actually want to upgrade. Don't waste your gold early on that. Early game gear is not as important as you might think. Its main purpose in the beginning is raising your battle power. However, it's not really needed. So that's already it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. It would help me out a ton. This was my first guide for Exos Heroes, and I hope to make more in the future as this game is incredibly fun. With that said, I hope to see you in the next one, and until then, enjoy the grind.